Hey guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hopefully everybody is doing good. Apologies for the show being 40 minutes late. That was my fault. Danny's been waiting for me, I'm sure. So I do apologise to everybody. I apologise to him as well. Yeah, I got a kit. I'll tell you what it is. I've got a kit video coming out for you guys tomorrow. So that's what I was editing. Yeah, bless up. We're here for the Roten show, episode 4. Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to have to talk bad about our club today, I'm sure, because we are, a bit of a joke at the moment. But yeah, what we're going to be talking about, obviously, we've got to talk about Lookman, Sancho, was that even a thing? Jackson, obviously, we're going to talk about Anthony last minute, a last minute bid for Anthony, some other stuff as well. And yeah, obviously, the show isn't possible without my co-hosts. So yeah, man. Danny, how are you, bro?
Good, man. Good to be back on the show. Yeah, no match this weekend. I mean, obviously last weekend we did, but now it's like just transfer news. And I'm glad to be here talking some transfer stuff. Glad that the transfer window is over because it was just exhausting stuff. But yeah, here we are back on the show. I'm one half of Always Bayern Chelsea. If you don't know who I am, if you don't recognize me or haven't seen this show before, check out Always Bayern Chelsea if you want. I'm the Bayern fan. Do it with my friend who is a Chelsea fan. So yeah, happy to be here.
Yeah, no, always, man, always. And obviously, again, big up to you for helping with you and your co-host, Jim, come on for the 20-hour stream, which still blows my mind that we did a 20-hour stream, but whatever, it is what it is.
That was wild. How did that end up? I just want to ask you personally, like, because obviously I was asleep for a good amount of it. What was it like being up that whole time?
To be honest with you, I didn't think I would be able to do it. So it was a spur of the moment thing. Obviously you would know yourself, like, but I messaged you and you were like, yeah, sure, we'll try and da-da-da-da-da. So It was a spur of the moment thing. I wasn't going to do it. And I was talking to the missus, she's like, you won't be able to do it. Not doubting me, but like, I always try to pull overnight, all-nighters and so on. And I'm only 27, but when I was a teenager, I could do it all the time.
Yeah.
Now I get to around 8 to 10 a.m. my time. Yeah. And then I'm just like snoring. But I think having people on really did help. Because, if it would have been the same person the whole way through, I probably would have fallen asleep. But obviously when you and Jim come on, it was something different, and you have a different opinion and preference and so on, But yeah, to be honest, I'm still gobsmacked that I was able to actually stay up that late or that long. But yeah, it was a bit dreading. The worst part of it, if there was a worst part, was the night. Because like there was no transfers, so I to the point where I even watched the LAFC match, the MLS match, just for something to do. So, but yeah, other than that, it was good, man. Other than that, it was good. I wish it would have actually, like 19 hours to wait for Nicholas Jackson. You know what I mean? Like I wish it would actually have, been something. Bless up Cooper.
Yeah. I mean, it was cool to be able to talk to people who are fans of different clubs too. I like that aspect, just bringing in a bunch of different fans. So it was cool to see, and like I tuned in a number of times afterwards and just seeing different people in there. It was cool, but yeah, like a lackluster end of the transfer window for Bayern, that's for sure.
Yeah. And the thing is, one thing is you'd think, terrible transfer window, then we just go into the international break and we don't hear anything else. But no, what we do hear is Lookman, apparently got rejected. No, it didn't. From what the new reports are saying, that it didn't get rejected. They didn't even want to reject it. Like, it was like that much of a bad offer that they were just like, yeah, just put that to the side.
Yeah, left on red, pretty much.
Yeah, literally, yeah, exactly, left on red. Which you'll get into more in a second. And then the Anthony stuff. It was 95% done, his move to Betis.
Yeah.
And we come in and said, we'll double your money. Like,
we just want to be rejected one more time, I think.
Yeah.
It's another Ibro rejection.
Yeah, it's peak. Something's got to change at this club. Even with Herbal apparently got to be walking, and now he's not walking. It's like, yeah, but let's talk about Lookman, because we're going through all different things, or I am, shall I say. So, yeah, obviously I know your opinion on Lookman because you come on the stream. We were both saying like Lookman or nothing. Kind of wish I never said that now because
it's nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. What do you think of that whole situation from your perspective?
Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on that because I think it kind of mirrors, or it's like a microcosm of Bayern's entire transfer window, which, yeah, I'm a fan of Lookman. If anybody watching this didn't see me talk about him on the stream, I'm a big fan, probably a little biased because, again, like I don't really watch much of Serie A, but one of the matches I did watch was the Europa League final where he dropped a hattie on Leverkusen's head. So I was already a big fan of him from that. and then I started watching like compilations and all that stuff. And I'm like, man, this guy's a G. So I was a fan, and I thought his price was not bad either for, what they were asking for. And then Bayern just comes in and like lowballs them so bad that they just like don't even respond. And it was like, in my mind, this whole transfer window was Bayern so sure that they were going to get Florian Wirtz, had no backup plan, so they didn't get him, tried a bunch of panic moves. A lot of them like weren't even realistic. Like Nico Williams, in my mind, never was going to come to Bayern. Used us to get a bigger contract. Bradley Barcola never was going to leave PSG, in my opinion. And then, yeah, all these like last minute moves that we're trying. I mean, you mentioned Anthony too, and that was like the complete last minute effort. And even Lookman, like I feel like if we would have had more of a plan with him, we could have got him. And then we just had to go in and low ball. Same with really how we approached Leverkusen for Florian Wirtz in the first place, how we approached Stuttgart for Nick Valdemata in the first place. And I'm not saying we have to go in like guns blazing, offering, overpaying right away. But like when we go in with such a low offer that it just pisses these clubs off, and then like we go to the negotiating table already on the wrong foot pretty much. So I was just bummed with how all that stuff played out basically.
No, I'm with you, man. It's like, I feel you on that. I appreciate him as well. I think he's a good player, and everything. But just that offer, like when obviously we were doing the deadline stream and blah blah blah, like it come out saying maybe we'd be able to get him for 28 million, and I was like, oh, let's do it, fully, let's go and get him in for 28 million. But then days go past and so on, and then it's like no, that's what Bayern offered. Yeah. It's like, I did think it was a bit weird at the time, but obviously, lack of sleep and so on, it's not an excuse, but, obviously I was up for ages, so I didn't think of it in that sense. But yeah, no, it's a joke that we offered 28 million with an option to buy. Like, we are like, you will give us your best player. It's like, no, that's not how football works. And the worst part is if we would have actually put in somewhat of a serious offer, we would have got him because he's out of favour. He's not even in favour anymore.
Yeah, and he wanted the move to Bayern too, according to reports.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's fallen out of love with the management and the club and so on. So we would have got that deal, I'm sure. But no, Bayern being Bayern, they had to go and screw it up. And I don't know who it is, but I said it just a couple of minutes ago, but there needs to be change at this club. Even Uri Horace today coming out said, "Oh yeah, we got all of these new signings." It's like, bro, shut up. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, was he just like trolling everybody? Because that's such an unserious comment to make.
Yeah, no, fully. So for me, he's got to go. I've already signed the petition to get him gone, and I'm going to do a stream about it. I don't think it will do anything, but hey, what is there else we could do? If Herbal don't walk, then I don't know what we do, to be honest with you, because this club quite literally is a joke right now.
I thought for sure Ibro's gonna leave, and maybe he still will, but like at first there were reports about it, and just his comments that he was making to the media made it sound like he was kind of out the door. It sounded like he was taking shots at Uli and the supervisory board and all this stuff. So I think it still is a big possibility that he does leave.
No, and I do understand where like some people do come from when they're like, it's not his fault in the fact of like loan moves and so on. Mm-hmm. Because like you basically blindfolded yourself with one hand behind your back at that point.
Definitely.
So, but for me, I know who this is going to fall on, because people are already asking for Kompany to be sacked. So it will fall on Kompany. We won't do. I wish and I hope we do amazing this campaign, win a Champions League and so on. But that was the minute to go and get those reinforcements. Like even free transfers. You know what I mean? I'm not asking for you to go and buy Messi or freaking Vinicius or Mbappe or someone. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
there's so many free transfers we could have done, which I'm going to make a video on it. But I want to speak about that with you because, like, again, I'll just list a couple names off of this thing that's been said. Like, again, don't get it twisted. Some of these players don't have a club for a reason, but like, Patrick Bamford, English striker. Is he amazing? No. Would he have come in? Maybe. We don't know. You know what I mean? But like someone like that as a backup striker, because this is the thing. We don't realistically need first team players. Not really.
No, our starting 11 when they're all healthy is great. I think our starting 11 can compete with anybody, but I don't think they're going to be healthy all season. If we have no depth, if there's never any rotation, there's no shot they're all going to be healthy.
Yeah, no, fully. Like someone like Christian Eriksen, you know what I mean? Like, again, he could probably come off the bench at like 60th minute. You know what I mean? Now, obviously, I'm just putting names throwing names out there, but like, I don't know if they would have come to us or not, but still, why not try instead of going for all of these players? And the thing with Wirtz, that whole saga, we wasted so much time trying to get him.
Yeah.
To the point where I know he's injured now, but we could have gone and got Cherky.
Yeah, and that's, in my mind, that's the biggest indictment on Uli Hoeneß of this whole transfer window. And there's been a lot of things you can criticize him for this transfer window, but the number one, in my mind, was being so sure that they were going to get Florian Wirtz. And in my opinion, because of that, there was absolutely no plan. And whether that's Ibro, Freund, KHR, Uli, it's all of them in my opinion. But I think that like Uli's sole purpose the last like 5 years or maybe even more was to bring Wirtz to Bayern Munich. Like the guy courted him since he was like 18 or younger. I mean, he was like, got him that big Adidas deal, like was buddy with Hans, his father / agent. And like, that was his mission for the last however many years. And it just failed so drastically because I think they were too sure that it was going to get done. I think that like all the reports of nobody being on the same page between company, Uli, Ibro, Freund, like I think that was true, and I think that was because they were just sure they were going to get Wirtz no matter what, and like it came off as like embarrassing for a club like Bayern.
No, fully, because when you're that confident, and like their confidence, like I'm not trying to put it in there to make sure that I'm the victim. Obviously not. Don't really care. I'm just a content creator. But like, I was so confident that we were going to get Wirtz because of their confidence. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I was too. I was totally confident.
Like, because of their confidence and the way that they were, in the media, and like it was even said that Max Ervel wasn't even on that deal.
Yeah, crazy.
So you can't even blame him for that if that's the case.
Crazy.
So yeah, it's freaking bonkers, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It really is. Anthony bid last minute again, 95% done, and you go in last minute, double your pay.
What's the point? What's the point? I mean, there was that. There was like rumors of us doing that for Gittins too when he was like on his way to Chelsea already. And yeah, again, it's like, what's the point in that? You're just wasting your time, in my opinion.
Definitely. Like,
you just want another rejection that badly? I mean, we've had enough. We had 7 coaching rejections or more probably this last year.
Yeah, before getting company. Yep.
Yeah. We got a comment here. What's the midfield you'd start for the first UCL game? Christian wants to know. I think when everybody's healthy, the best. Well, if Kimmich is going to be in the midfield, which I think he will be.
He will
for me, it would be Kimmich Pavlovic when everybody's healthy. But I haven't seen enough yet from Pavlovic where, like, I know there's a lot of people that hate this, but I would be okay with starting Goretzka with Kimmich in the midfield. Bischoff, I don't know if he's going to be back with his appendectomy or not. So right now I think I'm going Kimmich Goretzka, but if everybody's at their best, Kimmich Pavlovic for me.
Yeah, I think for me personally, I think it has to be Goretzka with Kimmich because Pavlo's just not looked right.
Yeah.
And again, I know what you said. You said, full fit. So I understand your point fully. But yeah, for me, it has to be Goretzka. I don't think you can put Pavlovic in such a game. Of course you could, don't get it twisted, but I don't think it's going to end well. Basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think Goretzka probably works a little bit better against Chelsea too. Just a little bit more of a physical presence. Yes. Chelsea likes to. I mean, like all EPL teams, Chelsea likes to try to have possession. So.
Bless up for the raid, man. Thank you, bro. Bless up to you as well, man. Big up, Mikes. My G.
Bless up, Mikes.
Yeah, no, fully. I fully agree. And yeah, Danny, if you or Jim need a West Ham fan, there's one for you, bro. Mikes.
Mikes.
He's a big West Ham fan. So.
Yeah, well, we talk about the EPL with Jim. He's a Chelsea fan. I'm Danny. I'm a Bayern fan. So check out Always Bayern Chelsea if you'd like.
Yeah, no, fully. But yeah, it's just a calamity, isn't it? Really. And the only ones that really, it's not that we get hurt in that aspect, but like the only ones that are really struggle because of this is us. You know what I mean? So this is the report from Spain. That Bayern are interested in.
I did not see that. That's interesting because I feel like our midfield is like pretty crowded already.
Yeah, because it's only really one position. Unless it is. Cam,
yeah,
it's one
unless
position.
It's a cam.
Because Kimmich has got that down there. You're not taking Kimmich out of that team unless something was to happen to him. Which
unless like the formation is going to be changed. But Bayern pretty much never strays away from a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah,
it looks different in and out of possession, depending on who's playing it. It looks different, but on paper they pretty much always go with a 4-2-3-1.
And I think the thing with it as well is the only way he's going to change that formation is if he goes with 2 cams.
Right.
And then obviously Kimmich's taken that midfield spot. That's why I didn't really understand the Mainu link. But I would have taken Mainu, don't get it twisted. But
yeah, I don't know. What?
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah, this is a young guy, 18 years old. That would be interesting. What's your? I'm just curious. What's
Yeah, no, of
your
course. Go ahead.
what's your ideal lineup for Bayern Munich? Everybody healthy, starting 11. You can put Kimmich at right back.
Yeah, of course I would put him there. I don't see the point in it though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
because it's never gonna happen.
it's never going to happen. That's like saying that I'm going to be the striker. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
I'd get sacked the first day. So, but yeah, no. Neuer in goal. Stanisic right back. Upamecano, Tar centre backs.
Mm-hmm.
Alphonso Davies when he's back and fat healthy and whatever.
Yep.
Kimmich and Goretzka. I like Pavlo, but I just don't think that even when he's fully fit, I just don't. I don't know what it is. There's something off with him. I don't know what it is.
Definitely something off.
I think he needs to bulk up a little bit. If I'm honest, he needs to put some muscle on.
Mm-hmm.
Because he gets shrugged off the ball too much, and I think sometimes as well. And he's a young guy, so I'm not expecting him to turn into Iniesta overnight. You know what I mean, or Sergio Busquets overnight. But like sometimes he's not intelligent enough either. Like when we were watching it, I can't remember what game it was. Did he play against Augsburg? I think he did, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Bro, some of the passes he was doing my nutting.
Not great, yeah, not great.
So yeah, I would go with Goretzka. Obviously Jamal Musiala in front of them, Marco Olise one side, Luis Diaz the other side, and then it would have to be Harry Kane up top.
Yeah, I think that's my exact best starting 11 right now too. I think if I'm playing maybe like a lower Bundesliga side, I would swap Pavlo in and swap Limer in, just if I knew that we were going to like have possession of the ball, yada, 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 be able to just bomb up the field with almost no repercussions. But if I'm in the like UCL against a top European team right now, I think I'm going with exactly what you said.
Yeah, it's just, you just can't really risk, like if you're playing a lesser opponent, then fine.
Yeah.
You can't risk Pablo in some of these games because he's just not intelligent enough at times.
Agreed.
Really frustrating as well because I actually think he's better than Goretzka.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it. Like his vision was insane. His passing was insane. But yeah, I mean, ever since that collarbone injury and all those illnesses and the broken eye socket, like he has not been the same. And I hope we haven't seen his ceiling. I hope he can still grow. And he's so young. I think he can. But I'm a little bit worried. But we'll give him time.
No, fully. Big up Hukage, by the way. Bless up, mate. Yeah. No, fully. Like, yeah, give him time and that. It's just.
I think that Bischoff can be a little bit of that aggressive, a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more of an edge than Pavlovich has. So I'm interested in seeing Bischoff as well.
Yeah.
Catching off.
Yeah. Bischoff seems calm on the ball.
Yeah.
From what I've seen.
He seems like a really well-rounded player to me. He seems calm. I need to see more. Like in the brief moments we've seen him, he hasn't done enough to like really blow me away, but he looks like he belongs, I guess, to an extent.
Yeah, I was a bit confused with bringing him in though, because like from what was being said, he was going to be a cam, but then he said in his press conference that he likes to be a 6 or an 8.
Yeah. I think he can kind of do it all, 6, 8, or 10. I think earlier in his career, which is funny to say because he's so young, he was more of a 10. But I think now he kind of sees himself more as an 8 or a 6. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'd be a little bit interested in seeing him at the 10 with like Musiala on the left wing, but also I don't think that's going to happen because I don't think Musiala is ever going to want to bump out to wing.
Yeah. I guess unless they get someone like maybe a Lookman, then maybe. But
yeah,
no, in this stupid club at times doesn't look like that's going to be the case, unfortunately. But yeah, no, I'm with it. Man City's catching all the STDs.
I heard about all those rumors too. That's crazy if that's true.
Well, I've seen certain like pictures and that of him like being like just outside in Germany just without a top on, which he can do what he wants to do, but like
partying.
Germany's not LA. It's not Spain. It's not hot.
Yeah.
So,
I hope he didn't I hope the early fame didn't go to his head because we need him to be healthy and have no diseases.
fully. Like, it's not going to do us any good. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens, I guess. Jadon Sancho. Now, he's obviously gone to Aston Villa. He's gone now on a loan, which is really annoying because we were told, and it was put out there that we won't get him because of the whole thing. With him being on loan, then he won't be the contract will run out. Blah blah blah. Just makes me feel like we weren't even in for him. To be honest with you, I feel like it was just one of those to, just link us to this player, and that's that. That's personally how I see it. What do you think of? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see him as anything more than a depth piece for Bayern, but that being said, Bayern needs depth. So, what's the harm in going after a guy like that? I don't know. I think he could be fine to good for Bundesliga matches. So, I don't know if they're just really convinced in the youngsters. Like, I'm convinced of Carl. I think if Carl has like a breakout year, this could negate some of the depth issues that we have. But I mean, a guy like Wisdom Mike, who's like 16, like he needs more time. He's not you can't just plop him in there and get the experience and the consistency that a Sancho could get you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the thing, isn't it? We've seen him in the league before. We know he can perform. His second stint at Dortmund showed that, obviously they didn't get over the line and win the Champions League in the end, but he was something, something different, which they obviously were lacking at that point. So, yeah, I would have taken him. I would still take him now. The likelihood of getting him obviously is slim now because he's obviously on a loan. But there is something off with him. That's the only thing I will say. Which obviously we're not taking the piss. I'm not taking the piss out of him. There's definitely something mentally not there because, like, the guy fully screws United, which I don't really care. I'm not a United fan. But like, it was said that Emi Martinez would, there'll be a swap deal, and he was like, no, that's not happening. And he's on like 250,000 a week, which obviously they put him on, so that's their problem.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes with money and so on, it just gets to their heads, like you were saying. So it just a bit stupid, to be honest. A bit stupid.
I think he kind of had like a falling out with United, and that's why Chelsea was able to get him last year for a bit. And that was like, he wasn't bad by any means on Chelsea, but he didn't really like light the world on fire or like take over somebody's spot, so and Chelsea just has so many players that it's like they don't really need another guy like that.
No, fully. And they actually had an obligation to buy, didn't they? But they somehow got out of that.
Yeah, they did, man. What was that?
I think they paid. I think they had to pay.
They paid. Yeah, they paid United to not keep Sancho. Crazy.
Yeah, which is mad in itself. And that should be a red flag in itself. Obviously, Bayern are just hella desperate for talent, so that's why we would take him. But, or shall I say, not talent, hella desperate for depth.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say. But yeah, obviously we got Jackson. What do you think of the Jackson deal? I'm sure you're not happy, but
I mean, for me, it all comes down to what is this number of games that he has to play for us to have an obligation to buy, because on a straight loan, I am happy with it. But if we have to spend the full package that we're rumored to be paying, if it is an obligation, if he meets these thresholds of games played or whatever the other criteria are, then it's a really rough deal for Bayern. So I think he'll be good as a guy who can play the 10 while Musiala's out, a guy who can back up Kane and hopefully provide some rotation for the attack. It'd be interesting to see him even play alongside Kane. Jackson, I think, has a lot of good traits. He's not the best finisher in my mind. I'd like to see his finishing improve. But he is good at like leading the press, and he's pacey and he's pretty good on the ball. So I think he could work well with Kane, you know, especially because Kane has that a tendency to drop back, opening up space ahead of him. And I could see Nico making a run ahead of Kane, and Kane, you know, finding the space to slot on the ball. And I think it could work. It could work decently. But I'm just not thrilled with the amount of money that the obligation could potentially end up being.
Yeah. The thing is, the only report we've seen realistically is it's saying that he's gonna, like, it's a big set of games.
Yeah.
We don't know what the how big set of games actually is. Is that 20 games? Do they count 20 games as a big set of games? Do they count 10 games? Well, surely it's not 10 games. That'd be ludicrous. So yeah, that's the thing I'm struggling with. Like, what is the thing? And I think it's so funny that they haven't said it. They do this shit on purpose.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
if we have to spend 80 million, then we're more for us. That's all I would say.
I mean, the other thing too for me is, like, I still need to see Bayern have a vision. I need to see them have a plan for their transfer strategy. Like, do they see Jackson as a potential successor to Kane? Like, if they do, I don't see that, but I guess at least that's a plan, you know, like, at least it makes sense why there's all this money being thrown around. But yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see what he can do. I'm going to be optimistic enough about it right now, but man, if I don't want to pay 80 million for him, that's for sure. At that point, there's a bunch of other guys I would have rather gotten.
Yeah, no, fully. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm happy we've got him. I wanted him. I was getting frustrated, you know, that it was just Jackson news.
Yeah.
But like, at the same time, like, if what you've just said is correct, and again, this is obviously nothing against you, of course not. But like, if they actually do see him as the successor of Kane, then someone needs sacking there and then on the spot.
Definitely.
Because, like, all due respect, yes, he's young, he can be good, blah blah blah. He is not the successor of Kane. I can tell you that right now. The guy's never scored 30 goals.
No. Yeah, he's a good. He can keep the bench warm when Kane needs rest. That's for sure. Yeah, not the Kane successor will be. Yeah, it'd be nice if Haaland came to Bayern. That would be the perfect Kane successor. Voldemada, yeah, if he develops, he could be great as well. And that's the thing too for me. Like, I don't know what it would have taken to bring Voldemada to Munich, but you can probably assume like 60 to 70. I think our final offer was 55, but even say 70, 75. Like, that's the money that we might end up spending for Jackson. And it's like, why would you not just have gotten Voldemada for that price at that point?
Facts. Like, I'm not even really too sure what to say to you, Danny, if I'm being honest with you. Like, and I there's something in me where I actually think that if we would have offered that money, they still would have rejected it. I think they were just playing us, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. These Bundesliga clubs are just like screwing Bayern over in the name of, I don't even know, because it's not like it's making the league better, because if they're just selling away all their talent to England anyways, it's not like they're holding on to talent to try to be competitive with Bayern. They're just selling them to a different team anyways. So it's like, yeah, what's the point?
Yep. So yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid. I see somewhere that if Bayern offered 70 for what I made, they would have accepted it, but they stopped bidding before they got that high. Yeah, but he's not worth that. That's the problem, bro.
No, he's not worth that at all right now. The thing is, like, you're just betting on him developing, and you're just buying high, I guess, because you think he's going to be worth more than that someday, and maybe he will be with the way that the striker market is going. But yeah, I don't know. Stuttgart, man, it's gonna be a hate watch this season, because I'm gonna be hoping for their demise.
Oh, fully. I'm waiting for them to get relegated.
Yeah.
I really am. To be honest with you, and that's the problem. You know what I mean? Big up Ansar, by the way. That quite literally is the problem, though, because, like, obviously Newcastle won't care, but they have literally given to what Stuttgart want. You know what I mean? Given Stuttgart what they want, and I might sound like a bitter fan right now, but like, and to an extent I am, but like, why give in to what they want? Obviously they can, and that's the problem with the freaking Premier League and
the TV deals and everything, and
everything.
oil money. I mean, yeah, if this is the way football's going, Bayern better invest in their academy, because we're not going to be spending that kind of money for any big stars. And it's like, I'm totally torn, because part of the reason why I love the Bundesliga so much is the 50+1, the genuine like feeling of being part of a team, the feeling of ownership, the feeling of whatever, like the ultras, all that stuff is in my mind what makes, at least a big part of what makes the Bundesliga the best league in the world to me. It's my favorite league. So like, I don't want to get rid of that stuff at all, but there is going to be a point that comes where like we're just not going to be able to compete with EPL teams, Real Madrid, for players of a certain caliber.
Yeah, and it's sad to say, but you've hit it on the head. Premier League spent 3.5 billion this summer. Second place was Syria. Yeah, it's disgusting, bro. It's absolutely disgusting.
And what was the Bundesliga? Do you have the number? Because I know I saw it and I remember just being shocked with how low it was in comparison.
Pretty sure they're 4th or 5th. Pretty sure. Which in itself is.
But it was like not even a billion, right? In Premier League,
yeah,
it was 3.5. Yeah.
So yeah, it's peak.
600 to 700. Yeah. I knew it was. Yeah, crazy work right there.
And you got to remember, we would have put in a big stack of cash for Diaz in that as well. So realistically, it's less than that.
True.
Can you blame Stuttgart? They got the bid. They got the player. They got the money. Stuttgart didn't want to negotiate with Bayern. Every bid put in, they added 10 million, so we weren't getting him.
Yeah. I can't blame Stuttgart for selling him to Newcastle for 90. I mean, that's like outrageous. That's like, all of this is life-changing money for Stuttgart, but for a club like Stuttgart, but 90 is like absolutely insane. And I mean, what I am mad at Stuttgart for is just the way that the whole negotiations went down, the way that they really treated Valdemata, honestly, because he made his wishes known and they were basically just like, we're not even going to talk to you. Like, you're offering, double his market value or whatever, and we're not even going to talk to you. Like, at least have the conversation, at least negotiate in good faith. That's my opinion on all these negotiations. When a player says, I want to go to this club, the club who the player wants to go to shouldn't come in and just offer nothing, but both clubs should get together and negotiate in good faith and try to find a fair like resolution to it.
Yeah, no, fully. It's.
I got the worst rating in the transfer window for Bundesliga clubs.
Doesn't surprise me.
Brutal.
Doesn't surprise me. That's what I mean. Someone needs sacking. You don't ever want to see anybody lose their job, but somebody does need sacking.
Yeah. I'll take 90 mil for Gnabry.
I'll take 90 mil for most of our players, to be honest.
yeah, seriously.
Obviously not the superstars, obviously, but like. It's just stupid.
Any guy who isn't a starter in a healthy starting 11, 90 mil, sign me up.
Not fully. And that's just the problem with everything though for Bayern, because like Adam Masnou's obviously gone to Everton, but he's not even playing in their main team. He's playing in their second team.
Yeah.
So it's
Man, you spent more money. They're not even in the UCL.
Yeah, but they can, because they generate a lot of money.
Yeah, they generate a lot of money just being Man U.
Yes.
Even though things have not been great there lately.
Yeah, no, fully, but yeah, just being Man United, that's how they generate all that cash.
Yeah, and they can get better players than they should be able to get. Sorry if there's any Man U fans out there, but right now they can get better players than they should be able to get based off their table position because of who they are.
Oh, fully.
Yeah.
It's just so peak. To be honest, so peak. But yeah, like I was saying about that, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, is he someone that's gonna be hey, bless up, man? You really didn't need to, but thank you, bro. I'll go straight back into the channel, man. Thank you. Big up Detroit Rock City every time. But like Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, is he a groundbreaker? No. Is he gonna take Kimmich out the team? No. Is he gonna take Goretzka out the team? No. But we still could have had him. He still could have been on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I feel like sometimes as well, we just like there's so many free agents. There's just so many like Regulon, or Amavi. Who else was a left back? There's other left backs in there as well. It's like, again, they're not amazing. Don't get it twisted. I'm not sitting here like we've got a gem. If we get him in, we could sell him. No, but like, just go and get someone for like most of our team. There was a tweet put out there. Let me find this tweet. There was a tweet put out there today that Bayern put up of the squad for the Champions League.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
It's so bad. Like, it's so bad. Like, so this is our UCL league phase list. So we've got Mamoun Neuer, Sven Ulreich, Urbig. Fine. It was always going to be that case. Mamoun Neuer is one. Second choice is Urbig. Then obviously Ulreich is just there at that point.
Yep.
Defenders. Depp, Mancano, Jonathan Tah. They're the main two. We know that. Stanisic and Bowie probably going to be, other than Lima, probably going to be the main two.
Yep.
Rafael Guerrero is a squad player. Haruki Ito will eventually come into the team. Kim Min-jae. Then they've gone with Kiala, or however you say his name.
Yep.
The really young guy. I'm glad he's there. Don't get it twisted. But at the same time, still, we shouldn't be having a youngster like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because what's the saying that he's actually going to get game time? Company doesn't like to bring players on unless it's a ridiculous thing. So
no way he gets game time in the UCL.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you
Carl. Yeah. I think with the UCL, there's that rule that you can have like a second tier squad of like homegrown guys that you can bring into the squad. So I would assume Carl would be in that and they'd be able to bring him in. I don't know how all the rules exactly work, but I know that there's that like B squad that you can just bring guys up into.
Yeah. So then midfielder wise, obviously they've still got Lima being the midfielder, but he's realistically going to be our right back. So two midfielders, main ones, are Kimmich and Goretzka. Fine. Michael Olise obviously goes in there. I don't know why Alphonso Davies is a midfielder. He's not, but whatever. Jamal Musiala, they're always going to put those two on the list because there is some way that they can get back. They're really important.
Yeah.
Tom Bischoff, nothing wrong with him being there. Pavlovic, nothing wrong with him being there. And then you've got Serge Gnabry, Harry Kane, Nicholas Jackson, Luis Diaz. You know what I mean? And yeah, it says here, everyone asking where is Carl? He will be on the B list to free up space for non-homegrown players. Doesn't mean he's a B-lister. But he, like you've just said, Danny, that is the thing. But that's not good enough. You know what I mean? Because realistically, let's just take all of the players out of there. That we won't go on goalkeepers because we already know them. But like, take the main players out. So we've got Kim Min-jae, Haruki Ito, Guerrero, Kala, and Sacha Bowie.
All bad. All bad. Yeah. And is Ito? I mean, is he like? He was good when he played, but is he ever going to be healthy? I mean, he broke his foot like 3 times. That's so hard to come back from. You know,
he's going to be back. I think end of October, I believe.
Yeah, I'll just say right now, he's not in my mind of like long-term plans because I just don't know if he's going to be healthy. Once he's back, once he's healthy and plays for a while, I'll be able to consider him in my thinking, but I honestly don't think about him when I think about like long-term Bayern Munich.
No, fully. And then like take Kimmich out, take Goretzka out, Tom Bischoff and Pavlovic. They're good, but they're not groundbreakers. You know what I mean? They might come on and get a goal or an assist or something, but it's like you've got teams like Real Madrid, which I know Real Madrid are Real Madrid, but they're bringing on Camavinga.
Yeah.
They're bringing on freaking Tuchemeni.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Rodrigo
Valverde,
in the attack.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean? So, and then, the attack itself, Serge Gnabry. Playing good right now. Will that last? Probably not.
No, he always has a couple games where he brings everybody back.
Literally, he is like really good at the start, really good at the end. In the middle, he's crap.
Or well, we did get 2 London teams, so
yeah,
that's his specialty.
It is a good point. It is a good point. And Nicholas Jackson, he better score some goals when he comes on. That's what I'm hoping for.
That's if he can be a guy who you can rotate in at striker, at 10, at maybe even like left wing. If he can be a guy that you can rotate in and just give you fresh legs and be like a threat, that's fine in my opinion. But the thing is, that's if everybody's healthy. Have we ever, in the last however many years, have we ever been all healthy? Nope. No. We have like more players injured than healthy at the end of the season.
Right. And that's why we needed a Lookman. That's why we could have done with some of these free transfers we're talking about, just to have, it in there. It is peak. It's so peak.
Jackson is a younger Gnabry profile wise. Similar. I think Jackson is a little bit pacier, a little bit better with the ball.
His positioning is
I think Gnabry is like a little bit more of like I don't want to say a striker, but like a goal scorer, like a pure goal scorer, whereas Jackson is like just a little bit different, but can play a lot of those same positions as Gnabry. Yeah, you're exactly right. Cam, false 9, second striker, left wing. Agreed.
Like, don't even get me started on Kusiarase going on loan, bro.
Yeah, Jackson. I do agree he's not the best finisher, but he can do some other stuff. So, twisted fate with the stinky comments.
Yeah,
he can do some stuff.
I would generally like to know why they got rid of Kusiarase on loan.
Yeah, I the only way it makes sense for me is if they really think he just needs to get consistent playing time. But is he even going to get consistent playing time in Fulham? Like, I don't know if that's a guarantee.
Fulham scored. Hold on.
I don't like that they have an option to buy either. I know we have a buyback, but
wait, they've got an option to buy?
Yeah, I think it's like 12 or 15. But there is a buyback. Bayern does have a buyback, but I don't like that. I don't like that. Hopefully I'm right with that. Somebody back me up, but I think it's 12 or 15 option to buy with a buyback. But again, that's like you're like 1 foot out the door in my mind if you give somebody the option. Thank you for taking Jackson. Sure. I hope he helps us.
No, screw you, Dave, because you're a fraud, bro. Yeah, I know what this guy's. This guy's just a fraud, bro. You seen the vote for the Bayern hero? Yeah, but why can't we have all of them?
Yeah, option to buy with a buyback clause. Okay, yeah. I don't like that though. I don't like that.
No, me neither.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather keep him. I want to see how he develops. I don't think he's ready yet, but I think he definitely could. Maddie asking about how Jim feels about Jackson leaving. Jim loves Jackson, and Jim has always been a supporter of Nico through and through, which I got to give him credit because he's never wavered in that. Although he does understand it, and he does like Delap and Pedro as well, so he gets it.
Bro, the thing for me is if Bayern wanted to loan him out, why are we loaning him to the Prem?
I don't think that's best for development. Yeah, no, yeah. I said the same thing with Tell when we originally loaned Tell to Spurs. I wanted him to go to Frankfurt. I thought that would have been like a perfect spot for Tell to go.
Yeah, like our league and their league are totally different.
Yeah. Where am I from? I'm from Wisconsin in the United States, so I maybe have a little bit of that Scandinavian accent. I'm from Milwaukee.
This club baffle me, man. Absolutely baffle me. Does Kusiara come back? Because when Bayern send players on loan, do they come back? Exactly.
Yeah, that's what makes me worried too. And I mean, how many loan spells have we had that have not been good lately for the players? Like the Paul Vonner to Heidenheim loan was bad. Franz Kratzeg to Stuttgart was bad. Like we just have had so many situations. Vidovic out to Mainz. Like all these loans lately just have not worked out. I don't get it.
And I think something that needs to be done as well is the only one that comes to mind is Stanisic. Yeah, facts.
Yeah. Although I wanted him on Bayern the year that he was on Leverkusen,
So did
I wanted him. I wanted him to be right back. We wouldn't have needed to go out and spend over 30 mil on Sash Boe. Yeah, okay, what do we got here? Our league is about pace and power. Tell gets hammered over here. Yeah, it is different. It's very different. I mean, similar in my mind to like a João Palhinha is I don't know if he's going to be great on Tottenham, but like he works better in the Premier League than he does under a Vincent Kompany Bayern system where you need to be able to play with the ball on your foot. So just, totally different leagues, different profiles of players work differently. Tell is no better than Garnacho. That hurts my heart. Tell was my man. Now don't get me wrong. I understand selling him, but he was my man a couple seasons ago when he popped off. Do you call soft drinks pops out there? I typically call them soda, but a lot of people like northern Wisconsin and Minnesota call them pops. And Lam, yeah. Tillman sold to PSV when he was on loan, just to end up Bundesliga still annoys me. Yeah, Bayern has not made smart decisions at all when it comes to loaning players lately.
Facts. Yes.
Yeah, it's like if you loan somebody, you got to make sure that they're going to get playing time. You got to make sure that the team that they're going to and the league that they're going to is good for their profile and development. And then ideally they come back to Bayern like ready for a lot of first team minutes. And that just like hasn't happened at all.
Fully. Big up, Bayern.
Big up. Greetings from Texas. Nice. I've actually never been to Texas, but gotta go. It's a big state to not have gone to, and I gotta go soon.
So yeah, I don't understand. And of course, it's got to be an international break as well.
Yeah. What's your I mean, you can keep it secret if you want, but what's your kit video for tomorrow?
Goalkeeper kit.
The red one? Yeah, that's the one I want.
Yeah, it's. Oh, this club pissed me off. And of course, after the freaking transfer window, it comes out saying that Slahan. Sorry, I just said like two different names in one go. Hansan Slamahimovic was this close to signing Haaland.
I did see that. Yeah.
Which I was telling people, and everyone was telling me I was lying.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, he was close to us. They outbidded us money-wise, wage-wise.
Yeah, I knew it was close, but the way that report was and like the detail that he went into of like the phone calls and like meeting with his agents and like going to this house and that house and like when everything like happened, man, that was like I like to read all that detail because it's cool, but I also didn't want to read all that detail because it's like, damn, we were really that close. And then we got outbid. Maybe he'll come back. Maybe he'll come home.
Wishful thinking. I mean, wishful.
Yeah. I mean, he just signed that massive contract with Man City. Although it's not like contracts matter because Jackson was there we go.
I've already got the picture, bro.
Yes, dude. But yeah, I mean, Jackson was on contract to like 2031 or something with Chelsea. Chelsea signs all their guys for like 15 years.
Yeah, and they do that on purpose because it's it's the it's like money laundering, mate.
Yeah, come get Onana. Yeah.
Wait. No. Oh, okay, he's saying it to Chelsea. He's saying it today. I was gonna say, I don't want Onana anyone near my club.
Dave 55, are you a Chelsea fan?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, you you should check out our channel because my co-host is a Chelsea fan, so we talk a lot about Chelsea. Swap Kane for Haaland plus 30. Yeah, I mean, if Kane wants to go back to the Premier League, that's it's fine by me.
I agree. You can. There is actually links with him in Barcelona.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much I believe that right now. Just because one, I do think Kane wants to go back to the Premier League eventually. I think he wants to like raise his family in England, and I think he wants to get the all-time EPL goal scoring record. And also like, I don't know how it would work financially, but Barca is such a mess financially. Like, would they be able to even register him? Like, I have no idea.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I know that Tottenham have got a first refusal wherever it is.
Yeah. They can match. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, think about it. Like, what I do wonder where he would go if he went back to the Premier League. Like, would it just be back to Spurs, or like, I feel like he wouldn't go to a rival of Spurs. Like, I really couldn't see him going to another London club. Maybe he would, but I couldn't see it.
I think the only club I could see him go, only two clubs I can see him going to. I don't think he would go to Liverpool, not because there's anything there.
Yeah.
And obviously they don't need him, but I don't think he would go there. I think he would go to either Manchester team. We already know that he would
go to City.
Go to City because that's where he was going to go before Daniel Levy got in the way.
Yeah.
I for some reason I could always see him in a Man United shirt, and I don't know why. Which would be funny because Touchline don't like him. So that would be funny.
I wouldn't want to see. I mean, I don't know what I would want to see, but yeah.
That is the thing for me. I do believe that. I think if Kane goes back and breaks that record, is there actually any point of him breaking it if Haaland is going to stay there for that many years? Because Haaland can just break that record himself.
Yeah, I mean, like anything is possible. You don't know what Haaland's career is going to look like, if he's going to stay forever. And I don't think the only reason Kane would go back to the Premier League would be to break Haaland's record. I really do think he's like just so much of a family guy that I think he just like wants to go home and like raise his family there.
Yeah. No, I get you fully.
And again, I don't know the guy personally. I'm not going to pretend like I do, but that's just my read on him, I'll say.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. Yeah. So Haaland has scored more Premier League goals than Pep Guardiola. So Haaland has got 86.
Oh. Mo Salah is actually pretty close. I think he has like 187 or something, and Kane has like 210 or something.
Wait, how many goals has Haaland scored in the Premier League? 52. What? No, that was it. What?
I think he has more than that, but I don't think he's like that close right now.
No. So he's got eight. It says here he's got 88 goals on the Premier League website.
Okay. I could not see Kane ending up at something like Bournemouth. No way. Maybe, but I don't think so.
No, there would be no need for him to do that because he's already done that circuit. He's already done he was at Leicester and other clubs.
Yeah, he got loaned. He was loaned to. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the thing with Haaland. It's like, I don't know what I never think City's going to be bad, but they don't look like they used to right now. Do you think there's truth to Kane coming to the U.S. to be an NFL kicker after retiring from football? That would be sweet. That would be sweet. I know he like actually does want to, I think, but would he be able to? No clue. I don't know how well that like actually translates.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
He's friends with Tom Brady.
I have no clue about American football, so NFL.
Yeah. I do prefer Kane over Haaland. Detroit Rock City, I'm with you. I just think Kane is such a complete player. Is
that because he's the striker profile that we've had, though? You know, like Lewandowski, similar to Kane.
Yeah.
Mario Mandzukic, Mario Gomez, similar to Kane. Is it because of that, though?
I just think Kane does so much for the team.
I agree. Don't get it twisted. I agree.
Like the way that I see him like fighting his ass off to defend and be part of the back line in the 80th minute of like a random Bundesliga game. Like, I just feel like there's no other striker in the world that would do that. So for me, it's super fun to watch. I like to watch his passing too, just like every part of his game. Yeah. But you know, I do get the like get in the box more. I do get that, and I do sometimes want him to be in the box more. But I just feel like the whole offense like runs through him, especially without Musiala right now. To me, it's like so clear how the entire offense just goes through Harry Kane, and he's like orchestrating everything. It's awesome.
I see him going to Newcastle because he won't end up at City because they have Haaland. Won't go to Liverpool because they've got Isaac United, and Ineos only want no players older than 25, so it won't be interesting. Newcastle.
Yeah. I think
that would be fucking hilarious if he went to Newcastle. Breaks Alan Shearer's record in a Newcastle kit.
Yeah, I think if I had to guess right now, I think he would go back to Spurs. But there's so much that could happen. But if you're telling me give you highest probability right now that I think he would just go back to Spurs.
Yeah, because I don't think Newcastle fans would like him breaking the record.
Yeah.
Considering that's their icon, you know what I mean? Like, that guy could have left to go to Man United back in the day, and he didn't. He stayed with them.
Yeah,
which is still ludicrous, but whatever, it is with us.
The other part about Kane that I just really like is his leadership overall. Like I started to see it a little bit more towards the end of last year, but he'll really like go to battle for his teammates. If somebody has a hard foul on somebody, he'll get up in that guy's face, and I don't know. I just love to see it. I feel like he just really cares and love watching him play. I think he's awesome to watch.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you fully. Just looking at the goals here, Kane. I don't think he needs to go there yet. I think, like Premier League wise, I generally could see him going to Barca. Now money wise, logistic, whatever, maybe not. But like,
He'd score a lot of goals.
Yeah, I don't, because he's on 213, and Alan Shearer's record is 260.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Not that many.
At this point, do you see him just extending his contract at Bayern for a year or two instead of moving to Spain? Like, maybe. He'd have to uproot his family again. And I know it's not that hard for guys that have that much money to really do, but I don't know. Like, he talked about it a lot when he moved to Bayern. Like, he talked about how hard it was for him, like just trying to find a house, and how he like lived in that apartment for like a few months or whatever, and his family was still in England. His fourth kid or third kid or whatever was being born. Like, I don't know. He talked about that stuff a lot, where I feel like it really is like a big consideration for him in his career.
Yeah, no, fully. I can see that, because, you know, don't get it twisted. I know I'm very biased because I'm a Bayern fan, but, you know, I think Munich's absolutely stunning. It really is.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful place to live. There's loads of all different parts, obviously, of the country itself, not just Munich. You know, you've obviously got the mountains in Munich as well, which are stunning. So yeah, I wouldn't be against it, but let's see. Knowing our club, we're going to end up having, like, I don't know, Timo Werner up front.
Don't even say that. There is a particularly difficult run of games I see, and it's not that all the games are that tough, but it's like there's the 3 games in 1 week thing where it's like Köln in the Pokal, Leverkusen in the Bundesliga, and PSG in the Champions League, all in 7 or 8 days or something. And I actually think Köln is looking really good right now.
I would take a loss in that Leverkusen game.
Yeah, I would too. If it means we advance in the Pokal, and if it means we can, get some points on PSG for sure. Yeah. And I don't see Leverkusen being that good this year. I don't see them like seriously challenging us.
Oh no, I agree.
Yeah.
Mateta, he's an interesting cat. I don't know. I've seen a bit of him. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know a lot of him. He's 26. He's 28 years old. I know that we got Kane. When we got Kane, it was but the guy's never really hit those levels for me. I think Bayern Munich have to get a striker that's going to hit those levels. Like Lewandowski was scoring ridiculous amount of goals with Dortmund. Obviously, we got him on a free. But like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's only like a couple strikers in the world that can really reach that level. A handful maybe, and maybe some young guys that could develop into that at Bayern, but it's slim pickings for that level of striker, for sure.
So that's why I wanted them to go and get Victor Gyökeres. Because, I don't see, maybe Isak could do it. But I just don't see anyone touching him. He's 27 years old as well. What's Isak? What's Isak done? See, Isak got what? He got 23 last season. Okay.
Yeah.
He's 25 as well. Not a bad striker, to be fair, to pick up. What's this? I guarantee Mateta hits big numbers in a big team, yeah? Maybe.
Yeah. I do think Glasner is a really good coach, too.
Yeah, that's actually, I'm glad you said that, and I'm glad that Twister's talking about Crystal Palace player. What's your opinion on maybe Bayern Munich pushing for Mark Guehi on a pre-contract agreement? Because obviously Crystal Palace stopped and rejected it last minute. Everything was done. Goodbye video was done. Liverpool stuff was all done. And they said no. Now he could go to Liverpool in January if Liverpool come back in for him and put in another bid. But it's said that Glasner was the reason. He's saying, you let him go, I'm walking. So if in January, because of his contract, he's already said he's not going to sign the deal. What's your opinion on him? Because he can obviously sign a deal with a foreign club in January.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's great. It would be great. Maybe would shore up some of our defensive issues that we're having right now. I think I'm starting to get worried about Upamecano's contract situation dragging on so long. I don't want that to happen. I want Bayern to sign him. I don't care what it takes for what he's asking for. Give it to him, because you're going to go out and spend X amount of money. Anyways, I don't trust Ta. I don't trust Kim and Jay really. So yeah, I think anything that we could get to kind of solidify the back line would be nice. And go out and do it.
Yeah, we won't get him in January. We won't buy him. It'll be a pre-season agreement, pre-contract agreement. So he would come for us in the summer. But
Real Madrid will probably get him. Let's be honest. That's what happens with all these guys.
Yeah, I want them to go get Konaté, if I'm honest. I want them to stay away from...
That would be great.
Stay away from Opa. Stay away from Guehi.
Yeah.
But I still personally think Guehi goes to Liverpool.
I do too. That's what I think is going to happen. But yeah. How are you feeling about Upamecano's contract situation? Because I'm literally of the mind right now, just pay him.
Oh no, fully. and he's not asking for a ridiculous amount as well, from what the reports are saying.
Yeah.
So let me go on Bayern wages a second. I think
if he wants 17, give him 17.
I think it was 15 he was asking for. I think.
Yeah, I mean, agreed. Like, just think.
Yeah, he's on 10 at the moment. He's on 10 million now.
Yeah, I think 15 is fair. I mean, it's a lot of money, obviously, but I think it's fair. I just think, and this is not the best like mindset to have for all these players, but who are you going to bring in, and how much are you going to have to pay to bring in this guy? Unless you're getting Guehi on a free, I guess, but that's a big if, because I really don't trust Ta and Kim.
Yeah, no, and I am with you. I don't even think, I think they'd have to splash big cash, and then you don't even know if that player is going to come in and work.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm fully with you. So, we don't even know if Hiroki Ito is going to come in and actually do anything for us.
Yeah, you just don't know. And it's like, yeah, do I want to play Stanisic at center back, Goretzka at center back? Not really. I don't, in a pinch, sure, but I don't want those guys to be like my starting caliber center backs.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm with you fully. So it's gonna be interesting. You got to be watching any of the international matches that are
Yeah, Germany plays tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be watching Germany for sure. Sometimes I try to tune in at like England or France or some of the other big ones. I don't even know if USA is playing, but every once in a while I try to tune into the USA. But let's be honest, their national team is such a.
We already had him. He was our player, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, he won't work at Bayern.
No, if anything, deep depth, but no.
Yeah.
Do you think they re-signed Goretzka or Gnabry? That's like so many Bayern fans' worst nightmares.
I think it'd be stupid if they did.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like I don't mind those guys as depth, and I know a lot of people do, but like if you're able to sign them on like way lower salaries than they have right now, to me, I don't mind it, but yeah, not even close to what they're getting paid right now.
Yeah, no, fully. No, I mean in the future when he's obviously developed him. I know he was there previously. Nah, even that, mate. I just don't think he's got it in him to play for us.
No, not start. I don't think either.
No, like he just doesn't have that capability.
USA versus South Korea on Saturday. Maybe I'll tune into that one. I gotta check out the home country, even though there's a lot of problems there.
Yeah. Not saying anything.
Yeah, go ahead. Jim loves to hate watch.
Bro.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you go and when a player's 95% done.
Yeah. We just wanted that one final rejection.
Yeah, I think Herbal gets off on rejections, mate.
I think so too.
I feel you. He's very techie, but he's lacking. Yeah, fully.
Yeah.
I think he's a two striker type player as well. I think he needs someone next to him.
Definitely.
And I think he also needs to be in a shithouse type team as well. I think if you give him to like a Conte, I think it would work. He's kind of like McTominay. Obviously, totally different caliber of player and skill and whatever. But I mean, like, shithouse type player. Where he can be techie, but scoring those sorts of goals and so on. So, but yeah, man. I think we covered anything. Any final thoughts on anything else?
No, except for I'll respond to this comment. I have not watched Attack on Titan. Sorry. I haven't really watched a lot of like TV or movies for some reason. I'm more of a music kind of guy, but I'll have to check it out. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think I have anything else. Lackluster transfer window for Bayern Munich overall. But thanks everybody for tuning in, checking it out. Check out our channel, Always Bayern Chelsea. I'm a Bayern fan. My name's Danny. My co-host is Jim. He's the Chelsea fan. So we talk all things Bayern, Chelsea, and all that stuff. So would appreciate it if you check it out and subscribe there as well. A YouTube guy other than football. Yeah. I watch a lot of football, a lot of Bundesliga. Dragon Ball Z a little bit. I also remember playing a Dragon Ball Z video game, I think, when I was a kid. So there.
Yeah, no, bless up, Twisted, bro. Is there anybody live? Let's have a look.
Yeah, and thanks for all the comments, everybody. I love interacting with people and reading the comments. Even if there's any hate in there, I love it.
No, there isn't anyone live. But yeah, bless up, everybody. I'm gonna chill, do some thumbnails and watch along for watch alongs that I will be doing. Alice Football will be on tomorrow, a little bit later because I'm going to be doing the Germany game. So yeah. Other than that, though, I hope you guys have a good what's this? Hey, he's the best support. I hate on him all the time. Yeah, facts. But yeah, bless up to everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night, and yeah, we'll see you very soon. Yes, I'm here.
Bless up.